right. Looks good. Looks good. I am live. Make sure that's down. Minty Monday. Yep. All right. All messages. A little heart. Oh, added emojis. Okay, where were we? Ooh, I know. I've got a thing over here to grab. A little exclamation mark. It's a map. A sticker. I think we will look at what the final sticker for that looks like at some point. But it will probably go to my personal account to just see that. But in the meantime, we'll jump over to here. Is this area mostly clean? Mostly. I've got a lot of eggs actually. I could probably here. We're just gonna do these ones to get a good stock up before we get rid of all of the other fuzzy ooze. They call it ooze, I guess, to distinguish it from like ink, that it's a different chemical. So that's kind of important, I guess, conceptually. But this one, oh right, we have to use angle shooter for this one. Angle shooter is not great, but it is an interesting. It is an interesting sub-weapon for story mode, because like you can design a level off of it pretty easily, right? Like, see, those are just coins. It's not even. Although, ooh, this is really interesting. This angle shooter doesn't have the buffs that they gave it in multiplayer. As a sub-weapon, it really sucks, to put it bluntly. In multiplayer, you just always rather have a bomb, pretty much. Oh. It costs too much. I mean, it's like, as a sub-weapon, you just never want it, right? Like, it never kills, right? They want me to. I should have just gone for it. They want you to like angle it through for that one. Oh, I'm all the way back here? That's kind of annoying. Right, it takes 2 shots to kill anybody. And it's not exactly. Angle shooter is not good. That's the point I'm making here. And they buffed it a lot, actually, in. Oh, right, I forget. I remember how this one works. Here we go. Whoops. It does have the advantage of being kind of. Well, it marks people, which we're not really seeing because of the. It's not hitting it. What's the deal? I can just kind of get it to go forever. What? I missed it. How? Oh, I did get it a little bit. Am I hitting it too early or too late? I must be hitting it too late. Nope, that's way too early. Huh. Oh, there we go. The level design is interesting, but it's kind of janky because of how they did the angle shooter. The good thing is you can kind of get behind people. Like, you can do all the things you can do with bombs with the angle shooter. It's just not as good, right? Like, it's... Right? Like, bombs are easier, do more damage, and are less of a hassle, right? In every situation. So angle shooter is just always going to be like that, right? Like... You got it? Okay. Why did I need that? Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh, I missed. Come on. Got it. Okay. There we go. And then all the way up here to get that one. Ah, okay, now I have to go all the way back. Like, it's a cool level design, right? I actually kind of like this idea, but in practice, it's annoying. It's not as good as, you know, it could be. Got it, okay. So, like... The angle shooter ends up being this kind of cool, interesting tool that is not even, like, that is definitely not good enough, right? It takes 3 or 4 to kill one of those guys, right? Like, I mean, it's obvious what we're supposed to do here. Yeah, okay. I really like the concept, but the actual execution, right? Like, I feel like angle shooter should be almost like an insta-kill if it needed, like, to actually compete with bombs. It would need to have a way to insta-kill, right? Where if you hit someone dead on, like, it would need, like, a headshot mechanic. Which I don't know if that would work well in Splatoon or not. I mean, it would make it probably too overpowered, because then... it just becomes better than all the bombs, right? Because... Great World Log 5. Little by little, assorted sea creatures that thrive absorb these crystals in their bodies. Okay, basically, the humans died, but in their dying, they polluted everything. You know, classic, basically. Grab all the power eggs within the time limit. I think this one might be pretty easy. I'm going to go through the whole log once we get all of them, so... I'm not really that worried about getting it right now. Okay, we got a minute. Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, and it's... This is Pac-Man, basically. So you can sort of aim out the... This one is not super easy, but it's also not super difficult because you have the tools to do it. Right? Oh, crap. Crap. Ouch. Right, all of the different possible weapons give you the tools to get all of them pretty easily through different ways. I think... What is it? One of them's the brush. One of them has... Okay, what? I'm missing... 10? 3. There's one there. I'm missing 2 in the back over here. Oh, I'm missing 2 over here, actually. Right. There we go. One has the bomb, the curling bomb, which helps get all of them. And the other one's the brush. Yeah, the sploosh has the curling bomb. Okay. Marine organism feels like something fresh. Okay, they're being funky with how they're explaining it, but... Alright. Time to get rid of some of this extra stuff. Woo! Come on, I need the right angle. I missed it. Ah. Come on. Got it. Okay. Ooh, that's a big one. Probably why it was 14. Okay, power eggs. Golden record. We love those. It's really interesting. The golden records, they're really cool, but they're not entirely a new idea. There's something similar that happens in Octo Expansion. As you play through the game, the lobby background music will slowly get slightly different as you play through Octo Expansion. It's pretty interesting. So the track that's on the official album is like all of them, kind of. Like it starts with the not full version and then goes. In contrast, the full songs are just the ones that they put on the album for this one. Which makes sense. I mean, it's like a full song. They just distort it a little bit if you haven't gotten everything yet. Did I get this sunken scroll yet? Come on, come on. Come on. Ah. Come on. Ah, yeah. There we go. More decorations. The decorations don't really matter. I already have all of them. And, ooh, shapes. Oh, there's a bunch of stuff. There's a lot of stuff around. Another golden record, so we're slowly getting the music. I don't entirely remember which music I prefer for, I think... I don't exactly remember. It's one of them. This one's pretty good. Honestly, pretty much all the... pack of cards also doesn't matter. Pretty much all the table turf... Not table turf. All the lobby themes are actually pretty good, I think, in my opinion. It says there's a thing here. There was. It's a sunken scroll. We must have all of them. Ah, yes. This is about Hotlantis, which is the new edition shop, because it's the cosmetic shop. It sells all of the locker items and stuff. And gives you catalogs. The guy who owns it is not the person who runs it, which is different than most of the shops. His name is like Barry C or something. This is explaining that basically. He's like, yeah, I'm out. This person's in charge. Who incidentally is one of the the characters who are in bands, because they made characters for all of the bands. So this is the first time a character that has been not like officially in the game is officially in the game. That's pretty cool, pretty epic. Okay. I think we might be able to get rid of all of the rest of the purple ink. Salmon. We don't have enough yet because we need 5, so that's gonna be a while. What level are we? We're 90? The top is 99, so we will get that probably pretty soon. Ah, we haven't been over here yet. This is the big... This is the end of the level. So these are the last levels. Interesting, we don't quite have enough. Okay, time to see what's going on here. This is all one big one. Let's look at the map. Most of the area looks pretty good, but we could clean up a little bit. So we're gonna go jump over back here, clean up a little bit of the area. This one's really disparate. Like, it's pretty, like, big. We'll see. So Site 6 is kind of like this floating island type thing. And once we look around that, it'll conclude my ramblings about how the different lobbies look. They've really improved. The lobbies here are really kind of like the epitome of what they were doing in Splatoon 2 with how the lobbies kind of had different feelings. And of course they didn't do any of that in Octo Expansion because they didn't have lobbies, for better or for worse. I don't see, but the thing they replaced it with was the deep sea people. So, like, I can kind of, like, those, the fact that they showed off more creatures is pretty cool, so I can't really fault them for that, but... Ah, yes. In the second game, there's a Sunken Scroll which talks about how Marie has a podcast. So by Splatoon 3, it's the 100th episode, and Callie shows up. That's what happens for the 100th episode, which is a pretty good, like, 100th episode special, right? Like, imagine if what's a good example? Okay, imagine if after Simon and Garfunkel broke up, Garfunkel had a podcast, and then at the 100th episode, Paul Simon showed back up. That's kind of how it is, except for they don't hate each other, so... Callie and Marie, not Simon and Garfunkel. I don't think they like each other. Oh, what's he going after? Maybe... No. I don't think we'll get to the top Sardidium here. Okay, it's back that way. I'm just making sure I get all of the little extra areas. Okay, looks good. And then there's something around here. It's probably... Ooh, I know. I should make sure I do the balloon. Where's the balloon? The balloon. The balloon. I need the balloon. I don't think I did the balloon yet. Let's go grab the balloon. The balloon is really fun. I like the balloons. The balloons are good. It's one of the sad things about Octo Expansion is that there's no, like, none of these balloons. Oh no, they're going to fly away. Come on. Oh, I missed it. I did find something there, so I guess that helps. The balloon will show back up. We'll try again. Wasn't quick enough on the... I think there's only one balloon here. The last level had 2 balloons. This one only has 1. Pretty sure. Okay, there we go. There we go. Easy. No problems. These balloons are a little bit more boring than the other ones. Yeah, see? It's a bit quicker. There's something scroll. Got it. Okay. Now we just have 4. Ah, yes. Also, Krusty Sean, who was in the first game, he was the shoe guy in the first game. And in the second game, he was the concessions guy. He gave you food, which did things for you in battle, pretty much. It upped your, like, money and experience. Is now, he's been slowly taken out of the game. He is now only in, well, he's in that Sunken Scroll, but he's not in the actual game. He's only in the app where you can spend your, you get points for playing the game, and you can spend them on helping him ride his bike around, basically. And then he goes to spots, and you get rewards for it, for spending the points, the ink points. I'm glad that they didn't just, like, ignore him, but also it's pretty obvious that he's not as important in this game as it was, so, as he used to be, so Krusty Sean fans are disappointed, to say the least. He's kind of an interesting guy, though, so, like, character-wise, I guess. None of the Splatoon characters really have character, except for a select few, so he's just cool. Okay, so there's one more over here, and that was the one that I thought might be the balloon, which is why I went to do the balloon. But see this green area right here? There's something in there, a hidden secret, which we will find, which I will find by throwing Small Fry. He'll find it, I'm sure. I kind of wish that Small Fry would just always find things. Instead, they kind of do this little thing where, like, if you jimmy it enough, he might get it, but I really need to go see if there's a viewpoint somewhere that I can look at all of this area. It'd be on top. Isn't there some on top? Or down here? Nope. There's an area. Here. Okay. There's two things up there and down there. Okay. We'll go over here first, because it's easier. There's one right here. Where was it? There's one down there and then one right above it. Maybe it's up here. He's gonna find it. Don't worry. Maybe it's over here. Ooh. Right there. Yep. Got it. Okay. Oh, there's gotta be something down here. Nothing? Maybe I already got it. It's possible. Looks like it. Okay. And then there was more stuff. What was it? It was like... I need to go back to that spot. Over here. Let's see here. They're over there. It's nice that you can use those spots to tell you where things are. But also, okay, so he's got the scent of it. That was nothing. Okay, great. But at the same time, like, they don't exactly tell you where things are. They kind of do the fake, right? Because I don't know exactly where it is unless I've got a line of sight on it. And they've made this thing so that, you know, I know that there's a spot over there, but it could be like right. I guess it means it's over here. I guess that's not the thing I'm looking for in any case, because the thing I'm looking for is over here. Yeah. Where is it over here? Who knows? But it's between this little area over here and... Ooh. Oh, whoops. Oh, it sent me all the way over here. And in this case, you just gotta keep throwing Small Fry around until he finds it. Could be forever. No, it's not going to be forever. We'll find it eventually. It's a green one, which means that it's you have to get it to get all of the points. So it's like right here. It's right in this area. Where could it be? The other thing is, like, I don't like how you can cover the area without hitting it. It's like, okay, I get that it's a specific point so that you shoot at it and it shows up, but I don't like how if I don't hit it, that specific point, then I can cover it by accident. And then, you know, oh, there it is, I guess. Nope, that wasn't it. It's gotta be... Oh, is it up here? Maybe it's up in one of these areas. It would have to be over here, or... It could be up here. Oh, Freddy's running around. Maybe back here? No, no, no. Does it... nope, this is too far away, I think. Yeah, this is not in the range, so it's somewhere down over that way. On one hand, this is fun, kind of, and cool, right? Like, I like that they added this to the game. Right, the whole things are secretly hidden, you know, you gotta go find them, is actually pretty good. But on the other hand, it is annoying when I'm trying to get everything, and it's just like, sorry, you don't really, you just don't find it. I guess. But now we will do more. The other thing is, like, even though the areas are divided into worlds, for the later ones, especially... Oh, this is just a Zipcaster level. For the first few, it, like, makes sense. They're, like, a full island. But for the later areas, it's kind of clear that, like, it's just kind of an area, right? That these levels are always really fun. Wonder what's in this box. Nothing. You're Spider-Man, kind of. Pretty much. Ooh, boop, boop, boop. Okay, let's see, where were we? Boop, boop, boop. Why does it want us to look at this? Oh, it's just showing us this whole level. Because it's like a special, it's really quite difficult to like lose this. It's possible. It's not too hard to do if you're trying to do it. But like, if you're gonna try to avoid, right, even if you're taking like weird risks and stuff for how you run around, like doing that is a little bit risky actually. You're still gonna be able to find spots to grab onto because of just how it's designed, like how the level's designed. Okay. Got it. I think we're good. Oh, there's a thing down there. Oh boy, oh boy. Whatever. I'll go get it. There's balloons. Interesting. So free eggs here for getting these things. And now we do the same thing over again. Except for we go a different way this time. It's the opposite way. And then we get it. I wonder what the speed run for that level is like. The Zipcaster speed runs are probably pretty interesting. Pretty cool. Simply Zipcastic. Great. These fresh impulses bore striking resemblance to humanity's passive desire to return to Earth service. They're gonna do a little funky thing here, which I kind of disagree with, but not entirely. I don't really like how they present it, but we're gonna be okay with that. Does it still say I'm missing thing here? It does. Where is it? Where could it be? I've inked this whole area. Ooh, I should check these. Maybe these will tell me. I don't see it anywhere. Isn't that interesting? What about this one? Oh, there's a spot right there. That can't be it. It's in the wrong spot. Even though there's a thing here, right? Yeah, it's not the right one. What am I missing? And why isn't it showing up? See, on this scanner it should show up, right? Because I'm completely looking at the area where it says it's in. But it's not, which means that it's been specifically stated to not show up on that one. This is too far, pretty much. Nope, small fry doesn't smell anything. Small fry's running around. He'll do that, you know, just run around a little bit, even though he doesn't really see anything. Oh boy, you can get a super boost, I guess. This is a little bit. It's over there. He's running around. He doesn't smell anything though, because he makes noise when he smells stuff. He just runs around. He's yawning. Should be somewhere in here, but it's not triggering. It's not being pulled up. Right, should be from this little corner here to... Ooh, maybe it's down here. Ah! I guess it's right there. Is that it? It was it. Okay. Now, all that's left to do is do all the levels. Ooh. We'll start by doing... Did I do this one? I did this one. Start by going with that one. One-way ride through Target Town. Destroy the targets to reach the goal. Can't say I'm surprised. I think this is the one... This is one of the levels they showed off earlier. You can see the final two areas. No. I already played the level they showed off earlier. This is just another one with the try. We're gonna ignore that happened. That one, it's not my best moment. Got it. Nice. I also kind of like the levels, like the actual sort of background design of the levels. It's very like... It's not as spooky as the Octo expansion, or even this, like the Splatoon 1 and 2 levels are pretty like similar. They're kind of janky, but like not anything. They're kind of wacky. They're supposed to be. Ooh, did I get? Ooh boy. It still says I'm connected. Oh, I have to do it all in one go. I forgot how that's how this level worked. My chat's not connecting anymore, but the OBS still says I'm connected, so I'm gonna keep acting like nothing's wrong. Oh, what was I saying? Yes, the I like this sort of background stuff of this level. Like this level, it doesn't feel super spooky or anything, even though it kind of is, right? Like, you know, oh, I missed it. Whoops. Ooh. Like the background theme seems a lot less like spooky. Like a lot of the colors in the background of the Octo expansion levels were like dark. You know, there was that whole thing where they ooh. Oh no. I'm missing it. I missed it, so it doesn't really matter, but I can get some practice. That's what you're supposed to do. Instead, I die. Sad. Like, that's really cool, and you'll almost never see it, right? Like, they kind of do work on the backgrounds that's, like, unnecessary, not really... I don't want to say appreciated, because it's, like, not necessary, right? Like, there's, like, a sign on that one building. Why? It's a background for the level. Right? At least a lot of the they really do put in work to make the whole thing the levels visually interesting, even when, right, like this is just a ride rail level. There's not a ton going on. Got it, okay. Like, gameplay wise. You know, obviously. Okay, I think I missed this first one. Got it, okay. Maybe it was the second one. Got it. The key to using the tri-stringer on this one is you always gotta hit it right in the middle for the explosions. Oh boy. This one is a similar thing. Yeah, see? And we only have a few more targets left to go. Oh! Got it, okay. Whew. Got it. Got it. Alright, alright, alright. Ah, yes, this one. Easy. That last one's really easy with the tri-stringer, because you just shoot it. Like, it's not... Well, it is not the last one, I guess. Ah, yes. The classic. Throw stuff at you when you're falling in midair, and if you miss it, you die. It's more intense than the other one, even, like, than most of the level, even though it's technically the same, right? Like... If you think about it, if you miss any of them, then you'll miss it. But, you know, that one's just more intense because you're falling. Okay. Spurred by these impulses, the sea creatures began to evolve rapidly, which is the important thing, basically. That the sea creatures evolved rapidly due to humanity's polluting from Alterna. It's not really polluting if you died or something afterwards. Making waves with splashdowns. Ooh, this is an all splashdown level. Which is technically interesting, but it's not as interesting as some of the other levels, so... You know, it's not the same. Right, so same deal, right? That there's a whole city, but it's a slightly different vibe. Oh, we only have the splashdown. The splashdown's interesting because they got rid of it in the main game. You can only use it in the story mode. There's no weapons that have it in the actual multiplayer. Oh. It's very weird. Oh, there's a big giant thing. And a lot of that's because, like, practically the reef slider pretty much, like, took over for the splashdown. Like, how the actual weapon works is pretty similar, right? It makes a giant splash. The difference is, like, location, right? And also sort of some practicals. Ooh, a pipe. It's like Mario. Right? Like, the splashdown throws you up, and then got him. Oh, there were 4. The splashdown throws you. Challenge lasts only 30 minutes. Oh, the first session already ended? Damn. I thought it was. Damn. Oh well. Take the low road. I figured they were gonna stick with the 2 hours thing. That would have made more sense, at least. I don't know. Challenges are weird. You know, it's not exactly relevant to them playing the story mode, but... Oh, you have 30 minutes left. Challenge sessions are still 2 hours long. Oh, yeah, because it started at 10. Yeah, I know that. Yeah, this level is actually... The splashdown levels are actually pretty good. It's an interesting sort of gimmick, right? Because you don't have a weapon, right? You can only destroy things by making a massive explosion where you are. And they've really designed them to be, like, vertical so that going up and down is actually meaningful. Yeah, each species develops pulmonary respiration, which most... I don't know science enough to say most sea creatures have that, but I think they do. And they also... mobility and other traits consistent with land-dwelling creatures. They began to adapt. Ooh, funky. What was it? Oh yeah, so I guess the they do have pulmonary respiration, inklings. That's kind of relevant. I have some theories about the actual like what's anatomy of inklings, but we'll go sploosh. We won't go Tinderbrella. But they're kind of philosophical, and I don't exactly know enough science to say. Knife bombs. Wish I hit a better bomb. Ah, this is one of those climb the tower levels with lots of things shooting at you while you climb the tower. I don't mind these levels, but they do get a little, like, boring because you just kind of go through them, right? Like, sure, guys are shooting at me, but are they really preventing me from doing anything? I'm being more prevented by the fact that every time I fall down, I have to go back to where I started more than I am the enemies. Right, I have to run all the way back here. Each time I fall down. I should have gone with the Tinderbrella, actually, now that I think about it, right? Because it's longer range. Ah, come on! I'm just gonna do normal jump. We're not gonna try to do the funky fall down below it thing. See, there we go. Easy. Yes, regular crate magnet. A real thing. Oh, there's more crates here than I missed. I mean, they're useless because they're not the crates with stuff in them, but... Ooh. Oh, I missed. I'm probably supposed to use it to kill that guy over there, but whatever. Trizuka is Trizuka. I'm kind of sad. One of the things they definitely should have had is some Trizuka levels that were like only Trizuka, because I don't think there are any. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think they have any levels that are you only have the Trizuka. And I think it could really benefit from that because, like, the Trizuka is really hard to control, right? It's got a... In contrast to that weapon, the Tenta Missiles, which is, you know, you shoot it and it shoots them. The Trizuka is, like, super difficult. Like, all of the challenge in that special is aiming, right? Like, the special itself is actually pretty decent, but, you know, you can easily miss with it. It's really easy to miss with it, actually. It's, like, crazy. And it's got, like, the roller reticle for some reason, but it's not a... It doesn't go on the ground like the old Inkazuka did. Right? It's an actual, like, bazooka shot, so it's a big sort of bomb, almost. Okay, their intelligence grew at rapid pace across generations. Some species even gain extraordinary camouflage abilities, which some of them kind of already had, because they're, you know, sea creatures. Camouflage is actually, like, really important in the sea because mobility is less, like, relative. So, like, on land, right? Like, there's lots of different ways to be mobile. You can fly, you can, like, run, you can climb, right? Those are all different forms of mobility. In the ocean, it's only swimming. You can only swim. You need to run away, you gotta swim. Ah, this is one of these levels again. I actually, like, I don't dislike these types of levels. I used to, like, I really hated the ones that were, oh, whoops, that were in Octo Expansion. Oh, that's a funny line. I think they actually did them pretty well because I don't get super annoyed at them in this game, which kind of shows me that, like, these are slightly better versions, even if I can't really tell or explain why. I like them better here. Ooh. Like, I don't know, it's just, maybe it's like the weapons. They use a lot of different, and the existence of checkpoints like halfway through is pretty helpful, I'm not gonna lie, right? Like, it's one thing, you know, it's a challenge if you're like, oh, you know, it's kind of a challenge if you're like, you have to do this all in one go. But it's a lot more, like, playable if you make it so that you have checkpoints. Balloon. Final checkpoint. Ooh. Ah, this one's pretty interesting because of what happens afterwards. It up there. There's one right there. Ah, yes. And see, for this last one, they don't worry about you failing, basically. They just go, yeah, you can just do it over and over again. Oh, I missed one. Darn. I don't know if I'll do a little bit of the challenge before I finish off. I might just finish the stream and then play it a little bit on my own. I'm gonna need to do that soon, though. I'm planning on playing it tomorrow a little bit. The third round, basically. Because, like, the timings are, like, 10 to 12, which is when I'm streaming right now. 6 to 8, like, in the morning, and I'm not getting up that early just to play Splatoon. And then, like, it's 6 hours. So I think it's, like, 2 to 4, which is the 2 to 4 time slot is pretty nice. I think I'll be playing that one. Okay. A point of no return arrived. The sea creatures will return to set foot on dry land and never look back. They strove for the service, like humans. Of course, it's not exactly the same, because they're obviously still kind of sea creatures or whatever. Alright, we've cleared out all... So, you've noticed, like, until this level, right, I've always entered the next level sort of almost out of little power eggs. The last level, really by this level, but it's definitely by the last level, you pretty much stop doing that, right? You just start going through it easily, right? You never really run out of levels or anything to do. I'm missing something. Ah, he found it, and then he fell off. He'll find it again. Okay, it's like right here, I guess. There it is. Okay. That wasn't it? That was it. We're almost done. Almost finished. I'm gonna finish these last 2 levels. Another Zipcaster one. Ooh. And then... Zipcaster. Oh, and brush. Zipcaster and brush. That's interesting. So this is a more interactive level. More traditional. This explains how to use Zipcaster in the real game. Kind of. Right, like they need some Trizuka levels where you just have Trizuka and you have to use that to kill all the enemies. Because I think, you know, once you've figured it out, right, once you're given a chance to just, like, do it, it's not that, well, it's still pretty difficult to control, but it's not hard to, like, actually get it, right? It's not hard to actually hit it if you need to, right? Or if you're playing. Oh, I missed one. I thought I got both of the squid rings. Right? Like, everyone knows how to move around with this one. I can never remember what it's called. A Zipcaster. It doesn't have a super evocative name, actually, in my opinion. Right, the thing with Zipcaster is not, like, being able to use the special, it's what you do, it's like actually being able to, what's the word? It's more strategic, right? Like, it's not about being able to actually use the special, it's about how you're going to outsmart your opponents and not be where they think you're going to be. Because you have a huge mobility advantage now, so you just have to figure out how to use that to the maximum advantage, right? Like, it's no longer a question of, is your special good enough to beat them? It is, you just need to... I hate... these guys are really annoying. I think they gave them too much health. I don't think they balanced them properly, in my opinion. Why do we have a key? What is this key for? Why did we get a key? Oh, there's a box behind. I don't think I've ever gotten this box, actually. Or any of these, I guess. I guess it's all free. I've probably gotten that once. Okay, so we only have one more level left. And then we're going to go over the log and then finish up, probably. Of course, survival was hard. Creatures were persistent. Soon they found the tunnels that humans had used to escape the apocalypse. Okay, one last level. And then you'll go far if you shoot far. Is that a reference? I don't know what that's a reference to. Ooh, Explusher. I love the Explusher. Yay. Okay, this is a hit the buttons one. I kind of like these. They're pretty cool. Got him. I am quite good with the Explusher. I like it a lot. I have two weapons that I enjoy. My favorite is the Splat Dualies, but I do quite enjoy the Explusher. It's a good long range, I feel. Oh, there's a guy. Because, like, there's some long range weapons that are, like, annoying, right? Because they're not really long range. The bullet point is probably not the best example. I think the best example is the Bloblobber, where, like, it's long range, but not really, right? Because if you get up close with a Bloblobber, it can still kill you kind of for free, right? Like, it just kind of spams. It's just better at long range because, you know, it's more likely to kill you before you kill it, right? The Explusher is one that really, like, can't fight at short range unless you're playing it really well. So I think, and as an advantage for that, it gets really good long range because, right, it throws basically bombs, right? So you can pretty much always hit someone if you know what you're doing at long range. But of course, at short range, the only way you can hit someone is if you're pretty good. So it kind of ends up in this really, I think, pretty well-balanced spot where, like, Explusher is never going to be super overpowered, right? Because anybody can just go up to it and shoot it. And then once you get up there, right, even in the best Explusher player isn't going to be perfect, right? Somebody can easily outmaneuver them and get in. But if they keep you at range, then you should never lose. Well, never lose is probably too strong, but, like, the weapon's going to be, like, pretty good, right? It's going to be pretty top tier. Okay. Log 5 is complete. So, to go over the story so far. Humanity collapsed, supposedly. Humanity experienced a mass extinction event. I don't know if that's accurate. But somebody survived, because they went into a cave. This makes sense, of course, because that's what would happen. Alterna, which is a bit of a mashup of Alter Earth and they set it up, and they were pretty cool. They made this new technology that basically could allow people to read minds through... They basically made crystals that read minds, and then you could put that into images. Oh, it also came from squids, which is kind of funny. So they did pretty well, and eventually the people of Alterna were like, we want to leave and go up. And I guess this was bad. In any case, a rocket exploded, supposedly. It's very weird because they still have a rocket, and there's actually lots of rockets around, exploded and unexploded. So it's a very weird thing. But I guess everything collapsed, supposedly. I don't really believe that, especially because, you know, the few who escaped the carnage would soon follow it into death, which is a bit strange. But anyway. Then, all of the stuff that was in Alterna polluted everywhere, because of course. Especially the weird crystals that that read minds. These crystals maintained the memories that it had. So basically they're just computer crystal, like it's just quartz. The same stuff that's in computers pretty much, except for able to connect with minds in a way that is easy or something. I don't know. It's very weird. They don't explain it. It just is what it is. It's science fiction. And then all of the sea creatures who are there evolve rapidly due to the pollution, and now they're on land. And we have one more log to go. But we have... should have... Oh, that little area over there is missing. Okay. We're going to explore fully. We're going to get it, and then we're going to be done. Oh, and I guess over there, too. We were just over there, but now we just have to walk over here. Surveyed. Okay. We will go to Site 6, and I will show it off. It's pretty cool. This one is the farthest out, kind of, technically. There's nothing in the water. Don't worry about it. It's called Happiness Research Lab, I guess. It's the city. This is the last one, so of course it has to be the thing we're looking for. But you can see the first one all the way over there, I think. Kind of. You can kind of see where we started. It goes all the way around. It's a lot like... and the levels... Splatoon has a habit of doing, like, the last level is really difficult to move around in, kind of. Right? It's got this kind of... oh, yeah... island feel, and that's what this one has too. It's got a you ride along with the ride rails, and like, you know, it's a whole thing. Sardinium can now upgrade this, unlock access. So now we've got better sensor and improved shields, suit recovery up. And then small fry damage up will be the last one that we will get at some point. So this is kind of a like island. It's kind of an island theme, but it's also pretty city-like. It's kind of, oh yeah, you know, it's kind of super urban, hyper urban, I guess. But we're gonna jump back and get the final. Not the final map, the second to last map, and then I think I'm going to end the stream because we got through the last level, and the next stream we will get through the next level, and then maybe finish the game. Yeah. We got a map. we will look at the map. Maybe we'll look at a high-quality version of the map. Who knows? Anyway, that is the end of the stream.